It's the Dreamscape.
Welcome back, dreamers, to Indie Synergy Exchange, your podcast for all things indie art and creation. I'm your host, Tanner Giese, also known as Number 2 Pencil Man and owner of Tanner's Tales Entertainment. Joining me tonight, I have my lovely co-hosts. We have Lamona Bonare, the one and only author and poet. And then we also have my bro, Frae Official, talented artist, author, and multi-creative. And tonight, we have a special guest. We have Nocturne. Oh, hold on one second. I got
As the countdown was happening,
Yeah.
I was like, oh no. And the soundboard.
I always forget the soundboard. I try. And as I was doing the intro, I'm like slowly trying to move my cursor over nonchalantly while trying to maintain eye contact. But anyway, yes, we have a wonderful guest joining us tonight. But before we get into Nocturne, I want to do all the podcast spiel. You know the drill, guys. If you are enjoying the podcast, please consider supporting us. A like, a comment, subscribe to the channel. It helps us grow, helps us to build this platform for other indie creatives. We have had a plethora of indie creatives on this show. This is episode 23, I believe. So we've had 22 episodes before this, and at least I'd say about 18 of those have had other featured creators, and we've had creators of all kinds. We've had authors, poets, comic book creators, musicians, clowns, indie wrestlers, and even doctors of psychology and small businesses. So if it can be done indie, we've had it on the show, and we will probably continue to have it on the show. And yeah, that's what this podcast is for. We want to give a spotlight to all these amazing indie creators and show the world what indie has to offer, because I'm telling you, indie is the future. And yeah, any way that we can help and support fellow indies, that's what we're here for. So please consider supporting the podcast. Follow us on our social medias at Dreamscape Empyrean. And if you are a fellow indie creator out there and you want to be featured on the show, feel free to reach out to us. And either I or Frae will, be in contact, and we'll get you scheduled, and we'll have you on the show. So yeah, that's basically my spiel. So definitely please consider supporting us. And yeah, without further ado, we're going to get this show on the road. So we have a lovely guest joining us tonight. So without further ado, Nocturne, introduce yourself and tell us a brief origin story of what you do.
Sure. Hi. Thank you for welcoming me here. I am an indie folk artist. I guess that's how I'd classify my music, although there's so many subgenres of folk that I don't know. Indie folk sounds good. I started writing music in 2022. Pretty much my origin story is I'm a classical pianist. I was born and raised, been playing piano all my life. And then in 2018, I left a sort of relationship situation that was not good for me. And after that, I really spread my wings and took off. I picked up guitar for the first time. I started singing for the first time. I never sang before. I had no idea that I could in 2018. In 2022, I got sick of playing covers. It didn't take long, and started writing my own music. And in 2023, I released my first album. And right now I'm working on my next full-length album.
Oh, wow.
That was brief, right?
Yeah. That's incredible.
Very nice.
I was going to say, so you've been playing piano pretty much your entire life, you said. When did you start?
Yeah, I was maybe 6 or 8. Literally, I don't have many memories of my childhood. I had like seizures actually as a kid, and I think maybe that messed with my memories. So I don't remember a time when I didn't play the piano. I didn't start at birth because I don't know where I came from really. I'm the only musician in the family.
Oh,
But I was persistent and I really wanted to learn how to play. So for a long time, I asked my parents, and finally they got me a little terrible keyboard, 49 key. They were not weighted. Oh, it was so bad, but I was really into it.
oh wow.
So I still play classical piano to this day. Yeah,
So you still do? Do you incorporate it in your current music, or is it
I
mostly
do.
just
Yep.
guitar?
I find actually guitar is a little bit easier to write with for some reason. I think because I'm not as good at it, which is a little bit ironic. But with the piano, it's like for one thing, I'm trained to read music with piano. Like I'm very good
Mhm.
at reading music, but it's hard for me to think outside of that a little bit because it's like all like there's too many possibilities, there's too many options. With guitar, I'm not that good at it. So like, well, I guess I'll use these chords because they're what I can play well. But yeah, I still play. I have songs I write with piano. And I volunteer once a month at a retirement home and I play classical music for them. Uh, which is great because there's not many people that like to listen to classical music,
Mm.
and it gives me a purpose to practice. So I actually get really nervous playing for them because they're like watching, they're like really paying attention. And they're after the first time I went, I didn't have like a plan. I just brought my books and I was just like playing whatever I felt like. And they're like, next time we'd really like what do they call it? It's not a set list. What do they call it? A program.
Uh,
A program.
yeah.
So now I have to make programs when I go.
Oh man,
That's
tough
bad.
crowd.
Next time, don't
No,
play
they're
that
they're
B flat.
wonderful.
You need to play an A minor in Vivaldi, please. Next
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, like, it's a retirement home. Sometimes they're hard of hearing, so they think they're being
Mhm.
quiet in the audience, and they're like, "What song is she on?" I'm like, it's number 4.
Oh, brings back memories of when I worked at the assisted living home. They're such sweet people, but yeah, they have their moments when they can get a little rowdy. They like
This
their
Yeah,
isn't the
music though.
bingo hall.
yeah. I don't know how much they have to look forward to, so it feels good to go and just be there with them for a little bit.
Yeah, that's great. So you would say like music gives you a purpose for sure.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, for sure. So what I actually went to school for engineering. Um, at the last minute, I was going to go for music, but at the last minute, I really panicked, and I'm like, oh man, they're gonna make me play Bach. I hate Bach, and I don't want to lose my passion for music. That was
Mm,
literally the thought process in my 17-year-old brain. So I went and I got these little guys.
Nice.
oh,
I don't know if you can see them. It's hard to turn my wrist. Um, and I went to school for engineering, and I hardly touched an instrument for like 8 years, and then picked them up again.
wow. So did that strategy work? Did it help you keep your passion for music? Or do you think it wouldn't have mattered if you
I
would have?
think it did, and it gave me more possibilities. Like being an indie musician is so hard, but I'm lucky that I have a full-time job to support. I have a good job and it supports it. Now, all the time I'm at my job wishing I could just be doing music, if I'm being honest.
I think we all
Um,
feel that struggle.
but I don't have the stress of like, oh my God, I need to write another song or I'm not going to eat next week.
Hmm.
And I think that could mess up your passion for something.
Oh yeah. I think the moment it becomes more of like about survival, that's when it stops being a passion in a way, and it just becomes a way to cope with the way society is.
Yeah, yeah,
And
for
yeah,
sure.
we definitely want to keep the dreams alive. I definitely think that's what continues to add magic in life to the world. Yes. Do you guys have any questions?
I think Frae might. I don't have any yet.
Having it. Okay. I was going to ask you, which instrument do you prefer? Do you prefer the guitar because it's more easy for you to make songs, or do you prefer the piano because you're more, I guess you're better at it and you can have more options?
Oh gosh, what a mean question, Frey. Piano will always be my first love. I mean, that instrument to me, to play it, it's like I can pour my emotions straight into it without thinking.
Hmm.
It's natural. It's like an extension of me. Uh, So if I'm in a particularly rough time, I've always been kind of bad at expressing myself emotionally, and I would just go to the piano to do that. And I think still that's where it comes out. I'm pretty hard on myself with it because I was like really good back when I was at the end of high school. I was playing 8 hours a day, getting ready for music school, and then I
Wow.
bailed. So I was really good, and these days I'm fine, but it's like it can be kind of painful to be like, oh, I used to play this with no effort back in the
You should
day,
be able to
but
play with one hand,
y-
blindfolded.
yeah, I actually did a talent show blindfolded once. I
Oh
played
wow.
the Maple Leaf Rag.
Hmm.
Mhm.
I don't know if you know that one. You know, Scott Joplin. I played it blindfolded. Oh, it was a disaster. It was a train wreck.
Oh,
It was like not my best moment.
Oh man.
that's still pretty bold to do that, even to attempt a blindfolded song. That's
Oh, yeah, I guess it was stupidity, I guess, or boldness. I don't know.
I'd say courage, which sometimes
Sure,
looks
we
like
can we
that to
can
other
call
people.
it
But so since you like piano and you play a lot of guitar now, like what inspired your current sound? Like when you wanted to make music originally and when you took that hiatus and came back to music, are you still making the type of music that you always thought you would make, or has
I
your genre shifted?
I never thought I would make music. I was a classical pianist and I would
Mhm.
read music. I didn't make my own. When I picked up a guitar for the first time, I was fearless in those days because I kind of been through a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of came out of a really rough situation, and I was like, I have nothing to lose. I've been through it all already. So I picked up a guitar. I learned 6 songs, and I took them to an open mic in like a month. It was, and then I joined an all-girl rock band, and I
Whoa.
did that. I'd only been playing guitar for 6 months at that point, so it made me improve really quickly.
Mm-hmm.
I got bored of that after a short time. I joined a few bands playing bass here and there and got bored of them and just decided I think I need to write my own music. And I think my style comes from a mix of the music I grew up listening to with my dad, which was more like 60s folk,
Mm-hmm.
and the music I was growing up listening to as a kid in the 90s, which was like grunge, like 90s alternative rock, 2000s alternative rock. I'm a metalhead. I go to metal shows,
Nice.
but my voice is not like that. So I just got to work with what I've got. um, I never sat down thinking I'm going to write folk music. It's just what came out.
Hmm. That's that's beautiful though, and your sound is very hauntingly beautiful. It's
Thank
got the
you.
melody, and it's got a sense of whimsy in it, and also there's like just that haunting. Like it has a message. The songs definitely have a deep message in them, and I see a lot of what you post on TikTok, and you do write oh, I see the way that you post it. What's it called? What's the genre when you like you're standing up against what's going on in the world? Like I
I
can't
like
think of.
protest. Like,
Yeah, so you do a lot of like you stand up for what you believe in and you put that in your music.
hmm
And yeah, I guess I want to know, how did that start for you? Like making the music with a purpose. Like was that infused in it
oh,
from the beginning, or did you just decide, you know what, I want to do this to make a difference? Like what was the process that you had behind that?
yeah, um, I don't put a whole lot of thought into like I want to create this type of song. I just sit
Mhm.
down and write what's on my mind. Especially in the beginning, I have a song that's out now on my own album Wonderful Dreams called We Are the Flames.
Mhm.
Pretty much what it sounds like is like,
Such a
hey,
good
we're
song.
destroying, thank you. It's like, we're destroying the planet. Can we please stop? But it's more than that. We're destroying it, but we are part of the problem, but like, we're not doing anything about it. You and I sitting here on our phones right now with our lights on, like, we're part of it, aren't we? And we're just sitting here. And so it came from me feeling helpless in the face of these problems that weigh heavily on my heart. and I don't know what else to do, so I write about them, and I don't shut up. So maybe somebody will hear me sometime.
Oh, I definitely think that that is a really good way to go about it. I mean, I feel like everybody in the world feels helpless in some sense of like what's going on in the greater picture. Like, how can we even start to make a difference? And it's just like it seems like all these other voices just won't stop, and they won't let us
Hmm.
have that floor of a chance to be able to even get out there. And I think that's another reason why we're doing these things is when we band together like this and we create a
Yeah, for
platform,
sure.
we are elevating each other's voices and we can make a difference. And I believe if we all stand together and we have that clear choice in our hearts and in our minds of how we can like stand up to these things and we start doing it, even if we just impact one life, that's still like a domino effect that we might not even see. So I think what you're doing is definitely having that effect. And we might never see how widespread it goes, but I definitely believe like you continuing to follow your passion for music and continuing to write what's on your mind is what's really going to make that difference. And so I just want to encourage that. I think it's amazing.
Thank you.
The
I
style of
appreciate you
music,
guys.
yeah, and the message that you put into it, it's just so heartfelt, and I can feel it, and just like how you sing it too, it's you can feel the passion for what you're singing, and that is a talent. That is an amazing thing to see. So yeah, I
Thank you
am
so
very
much.
impressed.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I think my main message, like all my songs are different. They're all about different things and they all sound pretty different. But the one overarching theme is just I try to help people remember what's important. Like,
Hmm.
why are we here? We get so caught up in the minutia of, the politics and daily life and our regular little stresses that we should take a step back every now and then to remember what's important. And, as different as we all may seem and the squabbles we get into with each other, I think we have way more in common with one another than we have not in common. So
Yeah,
that's what I try to do.
very beautifully put.
Hmm.
Did you have something, Lamona?
No, not yet.
I thought the way you were looking there.
Mm-mm. No, no, I'm just processing.
Right.
Um, who musically would you say you look up to?
Hmm.
Mm. I've always looked up to Neil Young. He's one that I grew up, his album Harvest Moon is
Hmm.
like, there's a very special place in my heart where that album lives. I spent a lot of time camping with my dad as a kid, and that was like our soundtrack. And now to this day, when I'm driving into the mountains, I live in the mountains of upstate New York, and I hike a lot and camp a lot and spend a lot of time outside. So every time I'm going on my way to an adventure, Harvest Moon is quite often the soundtrack, because he wrote about about nature and about the things that are important, and his guitar playing is so beautiful but simple. And yeah, so I would say I look up to him quite a lot. um, and then as far as like the sound goes, I definitely look up to some of the singers from the 90s,
Hmm.
obviously the Cranberries, that comes through.
Oh yeah, I can see that, and I saw the cover of the one song, and I'm like, she sounds almost spot on.
That was an accidental discovery, but yeah, I really enjoy playing their songs.
Yeah, you got the voice for it for sure.
Thank you.
Did you have something in a moment?
No.
I have a fun question. If you could describe your music as a food, what food would it be?
Oh my God, as a food?
Yes.
Okay, it would
Only
definitely
you can
be
sing
like
this.
lemon pie.
Mm.
Huh.
Kind of light, kind of fluffy, kind of tangy. Pie. You can't go wrong with pie. I
I
don't, maybe I'm just hungry for pie.
I actually like that question. I feel like we should ask more
that,
guests that
that's a
question.
fun question.
I do too. That's a great question.
Now, if it was a beverage, what beverage would it be?
Oh God. Something fizzy.
Mm.
Bubble
That
tea.
is bubble tea fizzy?
It's not.
Well, then why'd
I
you
just
say
want something.
no? That's funny. Um, yeah, I want to like go back to like being an indie because I see you promoting your indie stuff on TikTok and other socials quite a lot. What has the journey for you been like as an indie musician coming into the world of indie, promoting yourself? What has that journey looked like for you? What are the different avenues that you found worked for you? And yeah, I mean, just tell us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, it's been difficult. You know that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's hard. When I started writing music, I didn't start writing with the intention of, I don't know, I didn't start writing with intention. I basically have a friend who he's Native American and he has his own band and he writes music and he's been encouraging me for years, for as long as he's known me, because he would see me playing covers and stuff. He's like, "You should write. You need to
Mm-hmm.
write." And I kept saying, "No, no, no, that's intimidating. I'm not going to do that." Because you hear amazing songs on the radio and you're like, how did they write that? And you get intimidated. So I
Mm-hmm.
didn't for a long time until one day I did. And I wrote a song and it wasn't terrible. And then I wrote my second song and that was Caroline, and Caroline's on my album. I'm like, oh, okay. Okay, I can do this. So I started small. I started getting gigs around town and playing covers mostly, and then I moved a few hours away. I found a duo partner. We started writing together. So it just started growing very organically.
Mm-hmm.
I did not want to enter the world of the internet, to be perfectly honest, but I realized that I have no choice if I want to make this a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I was actually following the advice of my mentor, my friend who was in that band, who convinced me to start playing. He gave me a lot of advice and, here's how you release an album and here's everything you have to do. He was kind of like my manager a little bit, like my friend and mentor along the way. Um, and in February of this year, I decided that this is what I want to do. This is what I meant to do. I have a really good job. I spent 8 years in school to get a job like this, and now I'm ready to leave and go do music full time. So, my goal, my priority has shifted in February to like, okay, how can I make a living? How can I live off of my music? And
Mm-hmm.
so my whole strategy shifted. I went and found a music manager. I hire her as like a consultant because I'm like not, I don't need a full-time manager at this point. So I've put a ton of time, as you've seen, into like social media and figuring it out a little bit, realizing that honestly, the less effort you do, the better in
Mm-hmm.
terms of especially TikTok, just like come as you are, which is great because I don't care to put much effort into my videos. Um, yeah, I spent probably 30 hours revamping my website on my own, reaching out to venues all the time, recording my next album. Yeah, I don't even remember what you asked anymore. I'm just rambling.
I mean, you're hitting it all. I mean, it
It's
was
Yeah.
a pretty much
okay.
an all-encompassing "what's your indie journey look like" kind of question. And yeah, I
Madness. It
mean,
looks like madness. Yeah, it's a
I
full-time job.
definitely yeah. Oh man, and it's just like it's even harder if you have a second job. Like that's I know the
It is.
three of us, we
Yeah.
all have the like I do. I just started my basic business side of it all. Before I just did content creation on the side whenever I could, and it wasn't even Pencil Man. Pencil Man came about during that time when I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna try doing creative storytelling, content creation, and then he showed up, and I'm like, oh cool, now we're doing this, and then years like a year or two into that, I had the comic books, and now I have the business aspect of it, and I'm like, you know what? I'm getting events, I'm getting people who are interested in this, and I'm like, I have a shot. If I can figure this out, I can make this full time. So it's like
Hmm.
but it's hard because I have the
It's
nine to
hard.
five.
And
Lamona and I
I,
have a son. It's
oh,
a lot of balancing.
I think it gets harder the closer you get to the tipping point of being able to live
Mm.
off of it too. Because the closer you get, the busier you get, and then you're going to have to make a decision before it's really obvious that you can make that decision. I'm
Yeah.
not there yet, but I'm already thinking like that's going to be tough.
Hmm. Yeah, I feel like though this is a great time for indies, and I've been saying it a lot. I know in Lamona, it's like I just feel it. There's a shift coming, and
You
it's
think
like,
so?
oh yeah, like I feel like the future is indie, and I feel like it's coming fast. I
I
have
hope
already
so.
seen so many different changes in the way that people have approached me. Like I'm at vending events, I'll sell my comic books, and people are constantly telling me how much they like the indie scene over the mainstream stuff, and they'll tell me the same thing I've been thinking is mainstream's just getting repetitive now, and it's more about money grabs and this and that, and they don't really care about the people, but they're like indie brings life back into it. And I get told it in different ways. It's not always that. That's just my summary version of it. But it's people are always like blown away with indie, and when they start to really delve into it, there's just a change. And we actually still have that soul in our art and our creations where it can reach out and kind of touch other people, so they can take a copy of my comic book home with them and they can feel an impact through it. And I can't tell you how many times people have messaged me telling me how much they enjoyed it and how much they enjoy what I'm doing as number two pencil man and how much of a difference it's making. And I'm like, I'm blown away. It's just like there's something to this, and I'm not the only indie creative that this is happening to. I know Frae's starting to see momentum. I know Lamona here is starting to get pumped up for her stuff, and I don't want to speak on her behalf and she's got a lot of amazing things to say. And I know Rachel's starting to feel, it's like there's just a feeling, and it's out in the atmosphere. I don't know how to describe it. I just feel like there's something.
I hope you're right. I really hope you're right. I think my head, I'm so far in the weeds of it that it's hard to see. But I am seeing that the more you kind of do things to support the indie community without the expectation of getting anything
Mm-hmm.
back, that's where it's at, isn't it? Because we're building a community and then it turns out they lift you up too.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I've been discovering. That was unexpected. I just saw a lot of people's videos not getting pushed, and I'm like, geez, this is really amazing content. I'm gonna start just trying to blow everybody up, and then they
Yeah.
do the same for me. It's really nice.
It's a very beautiful movement what's happening with indie creators, like especially on TikTok. We've seen a lot in like the last couple months with TikTok where it's like we're going to push smaller creators out there. It's becoming a thing. I really think that there's something to it. Something's happening, and I know that like we are all going to crest that wave together, and we're going to topple the mainstream. We're going to be there. We're
Papa
going to introduce
Spotify.
people. Yeah, with their AI
Mhm.
band stuff that's like
Uh,
making millions of dollars.
yeah, and they pay us nothing.
Yeah.
I think
Oh,
I
you
got
would.
23 cents since 2023.
Wow.
Don't spend it all in one place.
No, you can get a piece of bubble gum almost if you had 2 more cents.
Jeez.
Um, oh, you would love Rachel if Rachel
I
could
know.
have
I
been
was gonna
here.
say if Rachel were here, she'd probably she and you'd be probably doing most of the talking. 'Cause she's a musician as well.
Yeah, Rachel's our
Oh, okay.
musician part of the team.
Mm.
I mean, the beautiful thing about indie too is when you find other indies out there and we band together, we all do something different. Like there's no two indie people that are doing the same thing. Like no two indie musicians are writing the same music. They might have a similar style, but the music is completely different. And there's
Hmm.
no two indie comic books that are exactly the same. There's no two indie books that are going to be exactly the same. And if there are, we all kind of are like, what the heck? And but that doesn't really happen in the indies. And it's a beautiful thing because then we can all band together. It's not really a competition. We all have something amazing to bring. And yeah, it's really just banding together. And that's a big reason why we are trying to get this podcast up and running for people is like we want to show the world like there's so much to indie. There's a whole nother world to indie. And you can't even just start to like there's like not one place that it only is contained. It's like everything. And we just want to kind of show that off. Sorry, I don't know how to articulate all the thoughts entirely, but it's like I get so hyped up about this because oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful to get to meet amazing creators like you and hear about what you're doing and hear about your journey is really encouraging because there are other indies that will resonate with what you say that might not be able to relate to a giant pencil superhero costume, dude. Uh, it's it's beautiful because we all reach different groups of people and we can make a different impact, but yet together we can make an even bigger impact, and it's just crazy to me how that works.
Yeah, I think it's been really it's been kind of eye-opening because I like make my silly little videos on TikTok and I'm like, whatever, and I put it out there, and then I get people messaging me saying like I'm such an inspiration to them, and they're getting so motivated by what I'm doing, and I'm like, I have 1,050 followers. Thank you very much. I'm like, really? By me? Are you sure? I didn't realize what I'm doing is inspiring, but I guess that's kind of the cool thing.
Oh, it's amazing. And something that I've noticed too is a lot of people in the age of social media, everybody's looking at the large crowds. Like you need to have 1 million followers to be influential at all. But then we forget the one. And there's really how many people out of that million are actually going to have a deep connection with us where you might get a lot of people who are invested when you're at like a couple million followers. But when you are a smaller creator, you have a even greater chance of being able to interact with the people,
Oh,
being able
sure,
to
sure, yeah.
like yeah, it's amazing to me how so many people lose sight of like just impacting one person being as important as having like 1 million followers. It's like there's a I don't know. People go for the follower count instead of like being able to believe that just like interacting with one person is just as influential in a way. I don't A way to measure influence, I guess. If I can articulate that. If that came across at all, I'm sorry. I get all like knotted up in my mind sometimes.
Yeah, I have I met somebody on oh, this is a bad way to start a story. I met somebody on TikTok. Uh,
I mean, we
and
met
it
on
turns
TikTok.
out she lives near me.
Mm,
And she just saw one of my videos one day, and I usually have like I don't have my location, but I have like somewhere in the vicinity of where I
mm-hmm.
am. And she's like, "Wait a minute, do you actually live there?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And she's like, "I live 20 minutes from you," but she's never gotten out into the local community here, and I'm very involved with my local community. I run a songwriting circle, and I help organize some songwriter showcase events. And I'm like, listen, you should really get involved with the local community because she was feeling pretty isolated and
Mm-hmm.
unmotivated. And I'm like, I'm going to an open mic tomorrow. Do you want to come with me? And she met me there, and now she goes without me. It's like, it's awesome. She's gotten connected with the whole community, and it's like, it's really nice to see. So I made like a real connection with a real person on TikTok of all places. And you guys.
Yeah,
Mm.
it's really incredible the things that we can do in the digital age for sure. Did you guys have any questions? 'Cause I have one, but I want to make sure you guys get to ask.
I had a small question.
Go for it.
Do you write your song lyrics and then the melody or music to go with them, or vice versa, or like a combination of both, or depends on the song?
Yeah, really good question. Um, a lot of times I will hear a melody, sometimes with some words, for like it might be one line or just a few words. I'll just hear it in my head over and over and over again. I have a song called Dancing with Wolves.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you've heard that one, and it says, "So you think I'm dancing with wolves?" That line was stuck in my head for months, and I'm like, that's good. I can't waste it on a crappy song. So I had to like go and sit down and write a whole song around it.
Mm.
Um, so that's how my better songs start is often I'm hiking. Caroline came to me in the woods. I was hiking in the woods with my dog and I heard sing to me, Caroline. And so that's where she came from.
Wow.
Other songs I kind of have to force a little bit. I might start writing lyrics. I just write a poem and then I start playing around with chords on the guitar or piano, and then I hack up my poem until it's a song.
That is
It's
amazing.
not pretty, but oh,
Did you want to say anything?
oh, my book's hiding. I was gonna show you my book. I was writing in the woods the other day, and this is so gross. I realized afterward that a slug, like a slimy, yeah, slug had crawled,
Slugs.
or they don't crawl. I don't know what it is they do, but it had gotten into my little notebook of songwriting, and I didn't know that when I closed the book. So now it's really gross.
Aw.
I'll post a video about it tomorrow. Like, oh man, it's a really
Oh,
pretty song, and there's just this dead, dried, yellow slug. If that's
oh,
a metaphor for my songwriting, then so be it.
oh. Maybe that'll be a next song subject.
uh,
Well,
I've
now
got
I
one I'm
kind of.
really excited about. Again, yeah, you'll notice a theme. I'm usually in the woods or up a mountain or something, but I was hiking up the mountain right near my house, and it was during the rain. It was raining. It was wonderful. I was so happy, and I got to the top of the mountain, and I was turning around, coming back down, and there was a really big puddle up there, and in the puddle was a frog, like a big old bullfrog, in this puddle on the top of a mountain. And so in my head, I'm going, sitting in a puddle on the top of a mountain, there's a frog. And so now I haven't finished this song, but I've written the lyrics and they're hilarious. It gets
Oh man.
unhinged. I can't wait. I can't wait to share that one.
Oh,
I can't
that's
believe I
fun.
just told you that.
I
You heard
love
it first.
it. Hey. No, I love that. That's incredible. Did you have...
No, not right now.
I know why you asked that question, though.
And do you?
Yes, I do. Care to elaborate?
No, it's not about me.
A woman with secrets.
Oh, hush. Okay, ask your question.
Frae, did you have a question before I...
You can ask yours first.
Okay, I was going to tie it back because you were talking about all of what you do in your community as well, like getting your stuff out there indie. And because I also am very similar to this, like I do stuff on social media. I'm not as active as I could be, and I'm getting better with that. But I do a lot of stuff in the community, and that's where I'm starting to see like my stuff is actually starting to take off in that kind of way. I do events at libraries. So how did you come up with that approach? Like you were going to do stuff in the community. Like what got you thinking about that route?
It wasn't a plan. I just saw a need and I filled it. Um, yeah, it's not much more than that. Really, I got involved in the community originally. Everywhere I go to the open mics. You know, I meet the local people. I figure out who's good to know, and I don't have ulterior motives. I just, look for community and like-minded people to spend a fun evening with playing music,
Mm-hmm.
Um, and it was not this past spring, but the one before, where I was feeling really lonely. I was really isolated. I just moved to this new area and I didn't have community. And so I didn't feel motivated to write music. I was depressed. And I'm like, I wonder if anyone else is feeling this way. So I made a post on Facebook saying, like, hey, would anyone be interested in like making a little group to like as a songwriting circle so we can give ourselves a prompt every so
Mm-hmm.
often and write music together? And then I had 30 or 40 people in a group that I was running. So every 2 weeks
Wow.
I'd put a new prompt up and everybody would share their songs, and it was incredible. Even weeks that I wasn't able to write or put anything up, they would keep it going, like without me. Um, and it kind of, as the winter blues ended and like it was summertime again, everybody got busy, so we put it on hiatus and started it up again this past winter.
Mm-hmm.
And then it just kind of emerged into real life where I don't know, I got involved in these communities. I'm really good at making like event posters and stuff and designing. I like it. I like it. It's fun. So somehow I got roped into doing that for the songwriter series, which means I'm also kind of helping organize it, which is cool. It's fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's like every week there's two songwriters sharing a 2 hour slot. So I don't know, little things like that, getting involved with the community and helping out wherever I can. I think it's really fulfilling.
That's beautiful.
Very nice.
I think that's very inspirational.
Is it? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't go out with the intention of being inspiring. I'm just like feeling lonely.
See, that's the
Wonder if
best
there's anybody
part.
else out there like that.
The best part is you're just being yourself. You're doing what you feel you need to do or that you want to do. And I think that's where the power lies. We're not always consciously trying to inspire people, but we're out there doing what we love and doing what we
Yeah, you're right.
feel we can do. And I think that we we don't always see it or recognize that for what it is. And it's beautiful. And yeah, I feel you're very inspiring to me. Like hearing what you do, hearing the reason behind it. It's just like you care very deeply about what you do, your community, fulfilling the needs, helping people to heal in a way, to like find more of a wholeness in themselves. That is very inspiring. And just hearing you talk about it, it's just like you're so incredible. And I don't think you give yourself enough credit, and it's okay to take credit for it. And
Thank you.
I'd love to see it.
And you have
It's nice.
awesome hair.
Yes, the
Thank
hair
you.
is amazing.
That I agree with. Check this out. Look at it. Do you know that it glows under a black light? Apparently, I'm 33. I don't find myself under black lights too often these days, but apparently it does.
That's cool.
Nice.
That's even cooler. Like, man, I would be incorporating that in my like setup if I was doing live performances and I had something in the black light. I'd be like, all right,
That's a
I'm
good
getting a black light.
idea.
You could probably make like a black light pencil man mask.
That would be fun.
That'd be cool.
Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen with that? But um, no, I'm really like blown away with the route that you've taken and hearing the whole entire journey. And there's another aspect of what you do that I really find unique because I don't see other people doing this. And I want to talk about your merch because I see that you
Merch.
hand paint a lot of it, and you like do you make even like the little what are the weave things, the catchers? Is it the moon?
Those?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. I don't know. I had this moment of inspiration and just like this brilliant idea of like, I don't want to be selling the same old merch that everybody's selling, which to me, until you become like a big artist, for me to sell a t-shirt to somebody is kind
I'm
of
gonna
like,
pull up your website here.
ooh, thank you. But for me to sell a t-shirt, which I do sell, I have shirts, but it feels like, please support me and buy this thing from me.
Yeah.
Whereas the other stuff, I'm like, what if I just make something really cool? Because I'm artistic, why not? What if I just make a cool thing and then it's more like, don't you want this cool thing instead of please give me money, you know? Yeah, so that was my kind of stroke of brilliance this spring. I'm kind of a witchy individual, so it was actually part of Beltane, like this celebration I had with some of my friends. We made those little they're witches bells with like the moon and the fabric and everything
Mm-hmm.
hanging down, and I thought this was really fun, and I went and I scavenged a bunch of like little acorns and little pine cones and things from wilderness, and I stuck them on there, and so I thought this is cool, maybe people would like these, so I made two. They're up on my website there.
Yeah. It wouldn't let me
Um,
enlarge it, but they look amazing.
Thank you. Those are pretty time consuming to make, but it's actually really enjoyable. The fabric was thrifted. I just went to a thrift store and bought some old shirts and shredded them up.
That's
And
fun.
yeah, everything else, there's twine and then I'm just looking at them to remember what I put on them, but mostly like things like lichen and stuff I find out in nature. I'll often come home from walks and stuff and find stuff in my pockets that I've stuffed in there from previous hikes. And like, oh, what's this? Just a wad of lichen I found on the ground at some point.
You're like a bird building a nest.
Like a little troll in the mountains. Yeah.
I wouldn't go that far.
That's what my friends call me.
The troll on the mountain.
Yeah. But the candles, those were really fun. Those were totally an experiment. I'd never made a candle before, so I had to make one to make sure it didn't explode or anything. And as I was making it, I kept like pouring spare wax on top of it. And when it burned, it was really cool. It like melted and it changed colors and slightly changed scents. And I don't like strong scents, so they're really, really subtle and complementary. It's like one layer might be apple and another might be cinnamon or something like that. So
Ooh.
it smells like a dessert. It's amazing. But then as it burns, like I also put these little, they're not sprinkles, they're little things like little stones or little glitter in the different layers. So as it burns, they kind of
I'll pull it back.
they come out. Yeah, it's like a little surprise. That was a total accident. So the one that's like, actually all my candles have that, but the one that's burning, yeah.
Yeah,
You
it might
click it,
not
it
let
should
me.
actually take you there.
We'll see if it pulls up. Uh, it's for whatever reason it doesn't want to take me anywhere.
Dang it. I coded it, it's my fault, but
Hey,
it's fine.
it's
I fix it.
website
Uh,
design is hard.
yes, I spent so much time designing this thing. I'm very proud of it, but heck.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my merch. I have little succulent pots I hand painted with my lyrics. Actually, I did those while I was working. Like I'm mostly in meetings all day. I work remote. So I was just painting little succulent pots while I
Nice.
was in technical meetings. The teacup candles, I thrifted those teacups. So
Well,
it's
that's
kind of
awesome.
cool. They got a second life. And then I have four spell candles too that I just put a little magic into, a little bit of love. A few special stones in each one.
I love it.
I don't know. It's fun.
It's one of the most unique merch stores I've ever seen for an indie creator, and I think it's
Thank you.
incredible. Like, not all the indie creators out there hand make their own individual merch. So like everything except for like the CDs and the shirts are like mass produced, but like the other things, it's like you're getting a one of a kind piece that you're
Yeah.
taking time into making. And I think there's a couple artists that'll do. I know Frae, you sell commissions, and those are like one time kind of like exclusive things, but it's not a lot of artists are doing that. What?
I just, yeah, not to be super repetitive, but that's really inspiring. And I might
Thank you.
steal that idea if that's okay when I
Do
get to
it.
that
Do it.
point.
Yeah,
Because
be
I'm also a pretty
creative.
creative person. I think that's really cool.
Yeah, use it. Why not? No, there's no rule book that says we have to sell boring, mass-produced stuff. I don't like this whole consumer, overly produced culture. So anything
Mm-hmm.
I can snag from a thrift store and give a second life or just make myself, I think is pretty cool. I'm thinking of doing like handwritten lyric sheets too.
Yeah,
I don't know
that
who would
would be
buy
cool.
one, but
You'd be
I
surprised.
can
You can
do
sell.
it.
I was gonna say, didn't somebody else tell us about lyric sheets in the past? I feel like that came up before.
I think so. I
Oh,
don't
I can't
remember
even
who,
I
think.
though.
definitely got that idea from TikTok, so it's probably over there somewhere. Get some good ideas from there.
Yeah, like, and that's the beautiful thing about the indie community as well, is we can inspire one another and work together to make one of a kind things, and that's one edge that we have over like the mainstream, because the
Yeah,
mainstream mass produces everything. We can be like, haha, we got this cool little collab going, we got these cool special limited edition things, and oh
for
yeah,
sure. Yeah, and I'm not about gatekeeping, so steal my ideas. Do it.
you fit right in here. None of us gatekeep in this community. Well, in this particular circle, we don't do that. I'll tell you
Beautiful.
who
Well,
we use.
I haven't found my merch to be particularly effective just yet, so
Mm,
I've sold a few. That's nice, but yeah, if I find that it works, I'll let you know.
yeah, I was gonna say, what things have you sold most of so far?
I've sold a couple of the little candles, the little $12 ones, the one that was like on fire in the picture.
Hmm.
That was my tester to make sure it doesn't explode, but it kind of looked cool. um, I sold three succulent pots, I think, and a spell candle. CDs. It's incredible that I had to order another bunch of CDs. It's incredible people buy them still, but
Hmm.
I sell a few every show. So to
That's
any other
great.
indie artist thinking, is it worth it? Yes, it's worth it. I only have 6 tracks. That's my first EP. I sell them for $5 a pop, and it's yeah, it's nice. At this point, I mean, at some point, I was like, I feel like I should be paying you to buy my CD and listen to my music.
No,
So when people want to buy it, I'm honored.
Mm.
yeah, you deserve it though. Honestly,
Thanks.
yeah. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of what you do. I'm a fan of your music. I'm gonna actually pull up your website here, your main page, and I think that should show up without any
I hope
issues here.
so.
Yes, so we're back to the. I guess we're on your about page here.
Yep, looks like it.
Yes, this is like a little bit of an overview of you. That's a really cool picture.
Thanks. That was a really fun photo shoot. Um, my natural habitat. I
Yeah,
don't usually hike in, heels and a dress, but
was that a fun experience?
yeah, it was. It was this incredible photographer in the Albany area of New York. She goes
Mm,
by New York Rockstar Photographer. She's an inspiration. If you want someone inspiring, talk to her. I think she's like
okay.
70 years old now. She does not
Wow.
seem her age. And she got into this very late in life, only in the last few years. And now she's like, that's what she does full time. She goes to rock shows and photographs the bands. And so, yeah, I probably seems sketchy in retrospect, but I had her come meet me in the woods and do this photo shoot.
Well, that's cool that she was down for it.
Yeah, she was really cool.
Meet me in the woods, and don't bring any cell phone or anything. Just
There
be
was
out.
no service either. It was really sketchy. It could have been anybody. Who knows?
Man, I love it though.
Do you find that being in nature helps you a lot with your music?
Oh, for sure. I think that's where I write the most, and if not where I'm writing, what I'm inspired by, because that's where I feel peace.
Mhm.
And that's it's I don't know why, but my brain never shuts up. So, oh, you're my EPK. That's where you are. That's fine. You can share that. It's kind of
Oh,
a highlight of the whole thing. Um, that works. But yeah, and I can't get my brain to shut up, so I like to go out into nature and just hike, and that's like the best way to relax for me. And when I can relax, that's kind of when music flows.
hmm, I love that. Yeah, I'm kind of just going through all your different things here.
Yeah,
You
that's
also play
right.
live gigs too.
Oh yeah, got a busy week coming up.
It looks like it. Wow. And how do you go about finding your gigs? That might be a really good question for any musicians out there that might be listening, looking to join the live scene themselves.
Yeah, so as advice to other people, go to open mics, find the open mics, and actually talk to people when you're there. Don't just show up, play your music, and leave. I think the one thing that indie musicians we need to wrap our heads around is to throw our egos out the door. No one else
Mm,
is going to make anything happen for us. We need to make it happen for us. No one's going to see you and be like, wow, this person's absolutely incredible. Let me bend over backwards and get them every gig. That's not going to happen. So going to open mics, meeting the people there, meeting the venue owners, and that's where I started getting a lot of my gigs was at the venues where the open mics were, just on different
mm.
dates. And I also don't just try to sit around and be shy and hope that someone talks to me. No, I go up to the venue owner and say, "Can I have a gig, please?" Just
I love
ask
it.
and be shameless. You have to be shameless.
So confident.
Um, I do some like cold emailing, but really the best way is to go to the venue that you want to get a gig at.
Hmm.
Um, Make friends with the musicians in your community because they're gigging, so you can see where they're gigging and reach out to the same places. Go to their gigs, become friends with them, and it's all about building community. But
Yeah.
the best way, like there's this wild chain of events that happened here. Is there's a venue 2 minutes from my house, and I live near nothing. It's at a golf course that I live like behind. Uh, and I reached out to them and I said, "Hey, I know you guys book in the summer. Um, you probably booked up," and they were, but I said, "If you have any last minute cancellations, I'm 2 minutes away. Just call me." That's how I've gotten in at a lot of places, like farmers markets. Just, "Hey, last minute cancellations, call me up. I'm your gal." But they did. They called me a few times, and so I went and I played. And honestly, it was terrible. It was not. I did not enjoy it very much, and I was questioning my life choices a little bit. Um, but then I got a call from the woman that organizes, like the coordinator of all of the events in the town that I live, and she's like, "Hey, I'm putting together this new farmers market. I got your name from that venue that called me last minute. They suggested I reach out to you." And so I played her farmers market, and now every time she has an event in the community, I'm her default pick, and she's got me in at all these other cool places. So you never know where it's going to come from, but you have to go out and be part of the community, and you have to say yes to things and be
I
shameless.
I love that. I love it.
I'm by no means big and famous and playing like sold out solo shows of my original music, but if you're just looking to
I believe I saw
start
you at
digging.
Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, that might have been. You caught me.
One day. I mean, I could believe
One
it.
day.
I mean,
One
honestly,
day.
like the small beginnings, as long as you foster it well and you continue to love what you do, love the community, and give back, and yeah, you're going to end up at bigger places than you can imagine.
I would be happy at small places with people who are there singing the words to my songs when I'm playing them. Like that, that's all I need. That would be incredible.
Oh,
I
yeah.
already have that. I have some friends that they know all the words to all my songs, and just to be singing on the stage and see them out there singing my songs with me, like, whoa, that is so cool.
It's amazing. I'm super inspired. I'm just like getting charged up here. I'm like, yeah,
Good.
you're amazing. Like, seriously, I can't say it enough. Like, hearing your heart behind it and seeing what you do. Yeah,
Thank you so
you're an
much.
inspiration to me.
It's easy to feel like I'm not doing enough. I could always be doing more. I could be doing more. So thank you for putting my feet back on the ground a little bit.
I have another question if we
Great.
have time.
I'm sorry. Good.
Oh, well, before I ask the question, I just want to say I think it's super cool that you are good at both music and engineering. I just think that's awesome. And other than the music and your handmade items for sale on your website, are there any other creative endeavors that you have in addition to those? 'Cause I'm just curious. We've had a fair number of what I would say multi-creatives on our podcast already, so I know there's like something else besides those two
Yeah.
things.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me. I forgot I do other things. I do photography, which
Oh,
came about also accidentally. I was hiking in these incredibly beautiful places, and I thought I need to capture this. So I used to sell my photographs. I did a couple of they're not like festivals, but like little market things. As like a side, just a fun project while I was in. Was I in grad school? No, I was a professor at the time. Um, So I do photography, mostly just as a hobby now. It's just I like it, and I have a blog of my hiking adventures here, mostly here in the Adirondacks. So I write up my trip reports. Really, it's like my diary, but it turns out people read it. So I've gotten to be really accurate. And actually, I had the most incredible opportunity come from that. Somebody who runs this like Adirondack hiking society up here reached out to me because they're having a centennial anniversary like conference in September, and they're commissioning a piece from me, like a song, and I'm gonna go perform before and after.
wow.
I'm like, wow, I've peaked. I don't know. Literally. Ha, that was a pun. That was an act. No, that was on purpose. Totally meant to do that. Sorry, so awkward.
Hey, no, I love seeing true personalities. I mean, we're awkward too. I mean, Frae might be the most awkward out of the three of us, but I mean, I think I have a
Bro,
close
You wish I
second.
was.
wow.
You wish I was.
Yeah, I'm the most awkward, I would say.
uh, I think that's mostly. I used to paint. I guess I still paint succulent pots now, but I guess when you're an artistic person, it comes out in whatever way it can, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
That's
I have
amazing.
one quick question. I think this is my last question. They come to me as the conversation goes. Um, have you ever decided to maybe be a writer for somebody, like a freelance writer, or get like demos out there? Like, I know you don't want to go mainstream, but do you think it would be advantageous to do like freelance songs for people? It's just to
Why?
build.
Why? You know somebody? Yeah. Yeah, I would definitely write for people, particularly songs in my portfolio that maybe I don't want to pursue, that I
Right.
could sell to somebody else because I do want to make a living off of music.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually have chronic illness. I can't be one of those. I'm 33 years old. I'm chronically ill. I can't be one of those kids in a different city every night playing on tour. Like I physically can't do it. Um, I do want to tour, but in my own way.
Mm-hmm.
So I think selling my parts of my portfolio, like you say, like writing for other people, that could be the way to go.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's a good question.
If you know anybody, let me know.
Hey,
I
podcast
know there's a
listeners.
website where it's like professional people. They do put up their demos, and people can contact them through the website, and you can like get paid and all that stuff. I have to. I'll look it up, try to
Oh,
find it, and then I'll send it to you.
thank
I was
you.
actually looking at it the other day. I just don't remember what it's called at the moment.
Okay. Yeah, if you find it, let me know. That'd be really helpful.
Mm-hmm.
That's like the hard part with the indie music is like, I don't know where to start. Like, yes, I have these ideas and potential avenues. That's partly why I have kind of that manager consultant.
Mm-hmm.
She's awesome just to give me some direction. Like, am I on the right track here? Or am I shooting myself in the foot? So,
Gotcha.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll definitely be keeping our eyes out now, especially now that we know that if we can find something too, then we can help other people on the
Thank you.
podcast. So,
Yes.
yeah, something that we can do to help you and hopefully many other musicians that come on. Yeah, Frae, let's get that. Let's get a list together of all the resources that we can find for the indie creators out there. Let's build it up. We'll build an archive. Haha, archive.
There you
That
go.
would
So,
that's
but,
actually a really good idea.
mhm.
Yeah,
Like
and it'll be free to
crowdsourcing
everybody.
information to share and nobody's gatekeeping nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, my contribution could be, this is, specific for folk musicians, but Folk Alliance International, to join that organization, you have to pay a small membership fee, but it's a pretty cool community and they do conferences. I don't know, I think it's all over the world. There's one in New Orleans in the spring. I think I'm gonna go.
That's cool.
I've never been to New Orleans, and that seems like a good excuse to go.
Oh yeah, that's cool. Like I didn't even know that was a thing. So we learn
Yeah, that's
something
a
new
thing.
all the time. So this is good. Like we will, for guests past, present, and future, we are going to put together a list of all these different things that we can find, and we'll share it with all of you guys. That's going to be our next mission as the Dreamscape.
All right, it's recorded, so we're gonna hold you to that.
Oh yes, no, you can. I mean, we want to make a difference in this community, and we want to help people because if we've got dreams, I think everybody deserves a shot to make these dreams come true. I mean, everybody deserves that, and that's my personal belief is that we have these dreams for a reason. Dreams are a little piece of heaven that we get to put on this earth, and it's like everybody has something different, and that's what really makes the world an amazing, unique, even more beautiful place. Like our dreams are so naturally for the betterment of the world and for people. It's like I don't know a person who has a dream that isn't. I mean, maybe there's some really greedy people that are evil and everything like that, but I mean, like the true dreamers and the true artists out there that have these dreams, I feel like the artists' dreams are always for the betterment of society, of nature, of the world, just as a whole. So, yes, we deserve the chance to make that happen because that's really what's going to make this world even better. That's my like passionate thing because I get so passionate about these things. Like, dang it,
It's
talking.
wonderful that you have a passion. There's people who don't. Did you know that there's people who don't have a passion or a goal or ambition for anything?
Mm-hmm.
What a gift we have, as painful as it is sometimes. imagine, I don't know. I've never felt so lucky as when I realized that some people just don't have one.
Yeah, and it's sad too because I was just recently, I was watching a guy on social media. I listen to a lot of, because I do a lot of like positivity, like videos and like encouragement type videos and empowering videos. I tend to get a lot of those people on my feeds. And there was somebody talking about it recently, and they said it's not that people don't have a passion, they just don't have a vehicle for which that passion can come through or be like, I know I'm butchering. I'm not like quoting it word for word, but he said something about like they don't have the channel for that passion to come out. But it's like when people laugh, that's passion. When they're joyous, when they're crying, it's all passion. It's just they don't necessarily associate it as a passion, and so a lot of people say that they don't have passion at all, and then they don't know what kind of gets that going almost constantly, like that dream. It's almost like they just don't have the dream to channel that passion into, and they give up on dreams. And I want to, I know personally, my personal mission is to help remind people that they can have dreams and that they can dream and that they can find it. Like they don't have to lose it, because I know what it's like to lose sight of it and to just go into a depression about it and just think that there's no purpose to life. And when
Mm-hmm.
I rediscovered the spark, it was just like, I want to help other people find this. So, yeah, it's sad. So many people have lost that or given up on those dreams. And yeah, let's do something about it. I think we are. I think you, with your music and your sharing your amazing talents, like all of it, all of what you do has that power in it. All of what Frae does has that power in it. All of what Lamona does has that power in it. And I'm starting to believe that I have that power too.
Aw.
Sorry, that's like my little. I just. No, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna stop there because this is your spotlight, and what I wanted to do before we wrap up, because we didn't get to hear any of your songs. I
Oh,
would like to hear one of your songs, and I don't know if you wanted to pick one out and we listen to it on your website or how you want to go about it, but you let me know which
Or if you
song.
want to play
Yeah,
live on the
yeah, we've had people do
we,
that before,
we had yeah, that was really cool.
but
But
no
no
pressure.
pressure. Yeah, no pressure.
well, if you can bear with me for a second, my guitar is right next to me. I can
Oh,
just
I
get
was
it
Oh,
out.
Oh
hoping
my
you
gosh,
would
please.
oblige.
Really?
Oh,
Okay.
make me a fangirl.
wait, but before we do that, let's just.
Oh.
This is awful.
Actually, I put mine in more.
Do you have any other sounds on that soundboard?
Which one?
Do you have any other sounds on that soundboard of
I
yours?
have clapping, drum roll, transition 5, which I don't know what that is. I have a drum joke and laughing. That's all I have currently. I think I can
Can we
add
add
more.
sounds to that?
Yeah, we can. I just need
Oh, I'm gonna
music
send you
files.
some.
Oh,
Oh, I
do it.
forgot. On my website, I don't have these listed, but if you order something, you get a sticker with my
Ooh,
loon. Can you
we
see
love
it? Is it
stickers. Yeah,
blurry?
we can see it. Stickers are awesome.
Yeah, we love stickers. I just found a bunch in my case. I didn't know were in there. Um, is she tuned? I don't know. While I tune her up, this guitar I actually built myself.
You build a guitar.
I did.
She's an engineer. Of course she
Well,
built her own
yeah.
guitar.
Wait, but
I kind of just wanted to know how they worked, so I found a luthier and I built her. And the top, of course, is made from a Steinway piano soundboard, and the
that's
rest is
cool.
made from really cool maple. And there's a little tree down there.
Wow.
Yeah.
You could build guitars and sell them too, you know?
No,
You could.
no, I built one, and I'm only ever going to build one because that was enough sanding for a lifetime.
Yeah, I was gonna say it sounds like I'm sure it was a lot of work.
Wow. I'm
Well,
excited.
now I have to pick what song, actually.
They're all good. I mean, I listened to, I think, most of the EP songs. I think maybe all of them. I'm not entirely sure.
This is my songwriting book. I'm old school. I really need to put these in like a Google Doc or something because if anything happens to this, that's everything I've ever
Oh,
written.
no.
We'll do sea shanty.
Ooh.
So this song is called Sea Shanty. It isn't a sea shanty. I thought when I wrote it, so
I was gonna ask you
Take
about
a s-
pirates.
take a step back. I do have a sea shanty, but it's not the one called sea shanty. This is so confusing. Okay, if I take a step back, I tried to throw this music event fundraiser to go towards like women in need, like women in shelters. And I had arranged a lineup of all women performers, and basically the venue screwed us over. I won't go into details about that, but I cried the whole way home. I refused to perform or take pay or anything, and I cried the whole way home. And I got home and I wrote these lyrics, and I texted my duo partner, Brian, and I said, Brian, I think I wrote a sea shanty. And he says, that's exactly what we need. But I put music to it later, and it turns out it's too pretty to be a sea shanty, but the name stuck. We tried to name it something else, and it just, nothing else stuck. I don't need a pick. That's fine. So this is called Sea Shanty. They say Ascot at night is a sailor's delight. What about a Ascot at morn? So raise the sails and take the helm. Ignore what they might want. Close your eyes. I have to believe that we will survive. Close your eyes. Go to a place where music is alive. See, they say she deceives those bright-eyed young sailors who believe that she might lead them well. But when the sun sets, she gives them hell. Close your eyes. I have to believe that we will survive. Close your eyes. Go to a place where music is alive. Raging on through the night, as sleep melts the faces and stings the eyes, dawn will say who will rise. A battle of wills to indifferent might. Can we last through the night? We cannot give up. We cannot give in. We can't let indifference win. Close your have to believe that we will survive. Close your eyes. Go to a place where music is alive. That's it. Oh, look at you. Thank you.
That was a beautiful song.
Thank you.
And it's very
Sorry,
catchy.
Frae, you were
I'm
muted
into
there.
like catchy songs, and like the chorus was very like it grabs you.
Thank you.
But
Yeah,
good.
I write some earworms. I admit it.
Frae, you were
Good
muted for
annoying.
the
Sorry.
first half of that.
Say it again.
What?
I said you were muted for the first half of that.
Of what? Oh, what I said?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. No, I was saying I like catchy songs, and the chorus was very catchy, and
Thank you.
it's beautiful, beautiful chorus. Yeah, I like the
Thank
song.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, it's cool when something horrible can be turned into something beautiful. So
Right.
bad experience, but I got a cool song out of it.
I think
Does-
that's like the story of a lot of like creatives.
Yeah,
Take their pain and they convert it into something artsy and
yeah,
put it out
channel
in the
it.
world to make it beautiful.
Yeah, for sure.
Did you have anything that you wanted to say?
Just to piggyback off of what Tanner said earlier, just to, how do I say, I got to see it live, like your passion, a little, kind of. I mean, it's not that I didn't hear it in the one that we listened to. That's just like on like the YouTube with like the cool screen, which was also very nice. But yeah, there's like a extra. Well, yeah, it's just extra layers of reality when you're like you're able to see the person, performing. So, um, yeah, I just really appreciate your passion for it. I think that was one of the things that stood out to me most, probably about the whole thing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something different about live performance. I'm awkward with recording. A little uptight.
I can understand the recording thing. It takes me like 5 or 6 times until I get a good message, and I don't come with a script or anything. But I'm like, all right, I'm gonna start talking. Then I'm like, blah, 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 and I'm like, oh, gonna restart. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, I did it again. And I'm like, I'm getting closer, and it's just like, but yeah, being in person, hearing it live, like you are our second live performance actually on the show. So thank
Yes,
you.
thank you for
Oh,
indulging
cool.
us.
Well,
Who knows?
thanks for the idea. I'm glad I have my guitar here.
Hey, that's a true musician right there. Is always ready to go. They're like,
Yep.
yep, let's do
we
it.
got a few things. Got a few. There's a guitar corner back there.
Oh wow.
You see them. There's the piano. There's a piano. Where are we? There's a piano. I've been learning. I don't know where we are. There we are. That's a drum, a bowron. I'm learning Irish
Oh, wow.
drum. It's
That's
so
cool.
fun. All I want to do is play my drum. I don't want to do anything else ever.
I'll be looking for that in the next album or
Yeah.
EP after that.
When I'm not terrible at it, I'll post something.
That would be fun. That's amazing. And that song right there, I can see I can see vibes of like almost sea shanty. Like it
You feel
still
like
makes
on a
you
boat?
feel like you're on an ocean in a way. It feels
Yeah.
majestic. So
Yeah,
I really like that.
that's what I was going for. I'm glad that came through.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What's your vision for your music and stuff definitely comes through. So I think that's a good way to kind of come to the end of this episode. So, does anybody have any last questions for Nocturne before we wrap it up?
I am
Okay.
good.
Well, then there is one last question that we have to ask you, Nocturne, and that's where can the people out there listening to this or watching this, where can they find you and how can they connect with you?
So you were showing my website there. I have a link tree that is on all of my socials. So if you just go to any of my socials and you click on my link tree, it's got all the options. It's got my website, the other socials, where to listen. And then if you actually want to go to my shows, which would be lovely, they're on there too.
Yeah, I
You
mean
should do that.
we're
Yeah.
fairly
We need to make a
close.
trip.
So yeah, and we're from Pennsylvania, so we're just the state
Yeah.
below New York. So maybe one of these days we'll get up to see you
One of these
perform here.
days, I will tour.
Yeah,
At
I
least
mean,
in
hey,
the East Coast area.
we would love to have you down here. Maybe we can even try to get you a connection with a local place down here.
Well, I wouldn't say no to that.
We'll do our best.
I have a potential really cool show coming up. I have to talk to the booking agent on Thursday about it, but it would be like a mini fest kind of situation of in Albany, like an actual show, not just a 3 hour, 4 hour set of covers mixed with originals. It should be my music for some time.
Nice.
I don't even know yet, but that might be coming in September. So anyone who fancies a trip to Albany, New York,
Never been up there, so I
you
mean,
don't have much reason to be perfectly honest. It's fine. It's a
hey,
pass through to get to the mountains.
who knows? Maybe
I've
we'll
passed through
organize.
there.
Yeah, it's a pass through. Pass through it on I-90 to get to the city.
Hey, who knows? We'll maybe pop up here. I mean, I'd definitely love to continue this connection. I think you're an amazing artist, amazing musician. We're definitely going to be following you on your journey, so I'm super
Thanks,
excited.
guys.
Yeah, we'll be linking all your socials in the description of the video below, so anybody who's watching this and you want to know more of where you can find Nocturne, we'll have it down there. You guys don't have to worry about that. I know it's been a little bit, so we do have a couple little updates, I know, with the three of us, so we'll go through those quickly. So, did you two want to give us some updates on where you guys are currently?
You can go first, Frae.
It's always me.
Yeah, one day I'll have the confidence to go first, but not tonight.
Well, as usual, go to fraeofficial.com where you can see all my arts and games and comics. I'm hard at work on Inlock Volume 4. I know there have been people coming to the conventions asking about it. It is coming out this year. I promise you, it will be there. I'm trying to launch a Kickstarter in August, but I want to get closer to the end of the project before I do that so I can get y'all the book fairly quickly instead of waiting like half a year to get the book to you. So look out for that. And then my game Official Verse is on hiatus all the way until December, but we're going to have a really big update to cover everything that I plan to launch this year. We're just going to do it all at the end of the year, and we're going to call it Official Verse Reloaded because it's going to basically like expand the game a lot. I'm not going to go into details yet, but it will expand the game a lot. So
Ooh,
that's what I'm
you
currently
made a
working.
game. You're so
Yeah, I
cool.
make games,
So cool.
games and comics.
Yeah, Freya's
That's
got a
it.
lot.
That's it.
What about you, Lamona?
I'm so new to all this. I still can't remember which is my Instagram handle and which is my
Lemon
TikTok
Wings.
thing. Okay, see, I have
That's Instagram.
Instagram. Okay, Instagram is Lemon with Wings, and
Lamona Bonneray,
TikTok is
I
Lamona
believe.
Bonneray. Yeah, because I was trying to figure out my name and all this for my artistic self. So yeah, still working on. So I think I'm going to try splitting my graphic novel into 3 volumes. So I'm still working on the first volume for the storyline, and I still need to figure out an artist for it. But I'll keep you updated with all that. And then I am writing a spoken word poetry that I'm hoping to turn into songs. So those are the 2 projects I'm currently working on, and I will keep you posted on any major progress that I make with either or both of those.
She'll have a book of poetry out soon too.
Oh yeah, and I was forgetting something. And last but not least, yes, I am publishing a book, a collection of poems written by myself, which I'm very, very pleased about, and in talks with an artist for the cover art. Yeah, super excited. Will be, I guess, a dream come true for me when it's physically in my hands. So, also, I'll keep you updated on that.
Yes.
Okay, I'm done now.
Lots of exciting things here. I mean, I just have a bit of a small update. I know we've been teasing this for a little bit now. So we have issue 1, and now, officially, number 2 Pencil Man issue 2 is finally out. And if you guys want to know where you can get it, you can either wait to find me in person at different conventions, or you can go to my website, tannersTalesEntertainment.com. It is up there in both digital and physical format. Limited quantities right now because can't afford super big batch printing. So, yes, we have, I think, like 15 or 20 of them currently. So, if you guys are looking to get a copy online, definitely do that. Otherwise, hopefully I see you guys on the convention trail and I get to meet you guys in person and interact with you guys. So, super excited. Maybe we'll go in more detail about issue 2 in a future episode when it's the core 4. I know Rachel was not able to be here tonight. She'll probably be joining us maybe next week. If not, maybe at the end of the month, the beginning of August. I know she's got a lot of stuff going on currently. So, there should at least always be at least one of us. I know I'm the current constant face here because I'm technically the host because everybody appointed me the host. For whatever reason that was.
You're so
Don't
good
know.
at it.
You're very good at it, Derek.
I guess it just falls on me as the most extroverted of the group.
What happens? Yep.
I don't mind. I love interacting with people. I love handling the outreach. I don't mind that kind of stuff. So, yes, there will at least be one face, mine, and if not, hopefully 2 or 3. I know Frae is going through some transitions here as well. So we'll see how it all gets handled. But for the next couple weeks, at least you'll see my
Oh,
beautiful face.
really quick. Sorry. Are we going to the event next weekend? Not this weekend, the following weekend.
Oh, you mean at the game place?
Yeah.
Yes. Catch Frae and I at Completin' Box's 14th anniversary outdoor fest thingy that they're doing with like vendors. So we'll be there. It's in Ephrata, Pennsylvania. But yes,
On the 19th.
on the 19th.
Nice.
But yes, to get back to everything else, you'll at least see my beautiful face on the podcast for the next couple weeks. If not, multiple people. We'll see how it all plays out here. But the ship must keep going because we are here for the greater purpose of all the indies. So we are going to keep the show running as much as possible and continue to interview amazing guests. We've got more amazing guests lined up, creators of all kinds. We have another musician next week, and after that we have a ceramics person. So I'm super excited
Cool.
about that. So all types of indie people. And that brings me to my last point. If you guys enjoyed this episode of the podcast, please, of course, go check out Nocturne on all of their social media. Make sure you follow her and her endeavors, and hopefully go check her out live if you're in the area. Definitely
Yes,
worth it.
please.
An amazing musician, very talented. If you enjoy what we do, please consider supporting us by clicking that like button, commenting on the video, interacting with us. Subscribe to the channel, help us grow this platform so that we can help other indie creators get out there more. That's what we're here for. That's what we want to do. And if you are an indie creator of any kind, want to be on the show, just DM us. We'd love to get you scheduled. We're starting to fill up a little bit, so definitely, if you want to be on the show, we'll figure out when we can make it happen. And yeah, we look forward to speaking with you. But I guess that's it for this episode. So thank you guys again for tuning into Indie Synergy Exchange. And until next time, we'll see you later. Bye-bye, dreamers.
Thank you.